What's going on, everybody? Gundam Flexing here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing the just completed D-50C Loto twin set, the Earth Federation Space Force Special Operations Mobile Suit. This is a high-grade model, came out around 9 years ago, and can still cost you around $15. As the name suggests, twin set, you do get a pair of mobile suits, two pair of identical mobile suits. One is in the tank mode and the other is in the mecha mode, and they do both transform into one another. What I like about this kit is the wide variety of weapons. Each guy pretty much gets a pair of cannons or one 4-barrel cannon here, and he also has weapon systems that goes on his arms, and technically his hands, if you will, are basically missile pod bays. So he's able to shoot missiles out of his quote-unquote hands. He also has a detachable cannon on top of his shoulder here, and it's also on the tank right here. And if you sort of like an additional accessory, he has long-range scanners here on his shoulders there. What I don't like about this kit that when he is in his mecha mode, he has really small feet. So it is incredibly difficult for him to balance if you're trying to split the legs. Now if his legs were straight down, then it'd be a little bit easier. But of course, then you just limit your ability to pose him. So before we go into the models itself, I just want to go over everything you don't see in the screen. And the first thing that's coming up is the sticker sheet right here. So you'll be glad to know that the sticker sheet is minimal. They have a 4 white pair and 2 orange pairs, and then that's it. And of course you have 2 very small orange pieces here. So the white pieces essentially goes on his chest. You can sort of see it from this angle right there and right there. Incredibly easy to put on. The next orange pieces here, stickers, are his visors, which goes into his face. Now these may be a little bit challenging to put on because not only are they small, that his face piece is actually 2 pieces, so you're going to have to find a way to angle it in and then use something like a hobby knife to gently push it in there and put it in correctly. And then finally you see this orange block here that actually houses 2 stickers, and they go on top of his visors here, and you also see it there as well. What you also don't see on the screen are these pieces here that are essentially like placeholders for his shoulders. So the cannon here and the sensor here are interchangeable. You could take them off, take them on, and then you could interchange them with these right here. And because the model is a little difficult to have him stand, the manufacturers also include these in his kits so you could push him in the stand. Now this isn't anything special. Most high-grade kits around that time frame do come with them. I just think that they're particularly important for this kit because he can't really stand on his own 2 feet unless if his legs are shooting straight down. And then finally, you get 2 pairs of these cannons. So the mecha guy has it, but the tank mode does not. Each guy comes with a 4-barrel, a single 4-barrel cannon. Just for kicks, I put both of them on the tank mode because it looks awesome. So coming right up first is the mecha. As I said before, here is interchangeable. It's very easy. You just take it out like so and then replace it with one of the interchangeable shoulder pieces. And that includes the same way as the sensor right here, which I actually have it backwards. So interchangeable, just put it on this side because the vents is supposed to be facing forward. And then we look at his 2 cannons, and they are attached on a ball joint like such. Incredibly easy to put in. His head is essentially 2 pieces, the front and back. You slap it together and that's it. And of course you got the visor, which is a sticker as well. He comes with a backpack, if you will. It's essentially 2 back treads, 2 back treads for his tank mode. And his treads for his tank mode is a little bit interesting, I guess this could say, because they could go into this shape and when you transform it into the tank mode, let me take this thing off just so you all see what it's like this. So it goes in as such through his back like this. Because it's holded like this, whenever you go into the tank mode, you have to lean him on his back like that, and we'll go over that like this. So it'll essentially be like that backwards. Looking at the rest, his upper body and lower body is attached like such, so it's not on a ball joint, but he can swivel, which is pretty good. His white stickers that we went over easily applied right here because they got the indentions to show you where to put them. Each one of his hands has this cannon right here, which is interchangeable to the pieces, I guess, that aren't cannons. See, I have them in the runner still. Do I, or am I a liar? They are definitely interchangeable for right here. And of course, I want to deck out my guy with as much weapons as possible. So keep in mind that these are definitely interchangeable as well. And they go right into the hands as such. Now, his arm is pretty interesting. So it's a little small or whatever, but he can't really bend up all the way because the piece itself inhibits the movement. If we look at his hands, quote unquote, it's really just missile pod based. You can see the missiles there. And if you saw the box arts, you'd be able to understand that you can paint these individual missiles like this. But they also are interchangeable as well. So if you want to keep them open like he has fingers, you can. And if not, I keep mine in the runner. And there they are. They're interchangeable. And it just indicates that his hands are closed. Looking at his skirt, something very much like a traditional skirt of any other mobile suit. Got the flaps, got the flaps, got the flaps, and nothing in the back. And what's interesting about the flaps on the front is that where they're input, you see this mechanism? All you could do is you could push it all the way out, so that way he could go into his tank mode. And we look at his legs. First thing I want to touch up on is his feet. So his feet are incredibly small, and as you can see, it's he almost has like no heel, and he doesn't have a great surface area to balance his entire body on. So that's a big negative for me. But you look at the back, you get these pretty cool treads, and they are the main treads for his tank mode, like that. What's cool about this is because these are identical pieces, the instructions are very simple, and you could literally just double tap every single instruction portion, and you'll be able to build this guy a little bit quicker and more efficiently. Now, looking at his tank mode, here is the backpack that we just discussed, except all you had to do was raise the two treads. His head could go inside between his shoulders. So if we were to get this guy, you could pull his head out like such, or when you go to his tank mode, you could just sort of gently push it in, and he's inside. And as he goes into tank mode, it's incredibly elementary. You just raise his legs forward because the back of the tread's like this. In his mecha mode, you raise his feet up. It allows you to push him up, and then you fold his arms to the side, aim his main cannons to the front. You still have the sensor here, the cannon there, and again the sensor is put on backwards because you want the vents to be faced forwards. And I included 2 4-cannon barrels, or 4-barrel cannon on top of his shoulders. So nothing too spectacular, don't expect the treads to move or anything, it's really just for a static display. And that's it. These cannons do have a little bit of mobility, similar to the gun tank, the high-grade gun tank. I mean, you can even sort of cant it to the left and right, and that includes the mecha mode as well, like this. And again, he has open barrels, hands right here. He has cannons on his arm. He has the double barrel or 4-barrel cannons here. He has the cannon on his shoulder. Got the sensor. And that's it. So overall, this kit was actually very simple to build. You get a lot of weapon systems, which was a huge plus. The stickers were incredibly minimal. And again, it wasn't too much of a fuss. But as you're going to see here, I want to try to like put him on both his feet. And it's a little bit rough because the bottom of the feet has such a small surface area. There we go. That's awesome. Now if I could just do it with the cannon and with the backpack. His backpack is a little bit heavy in relations to the rest of the body. So can I make him balance? Can I do it? So you're going to have to find that right counterbalance right there. And I'm going to have to put a cannons back on his shoulders. Like that. Snap him back in. We're going to put the sensors on the right side. And then we're going to put the little cannon on his right shoulder on the right side as well. Let's see if we could balance this guy. A little bit too heavy on the back. Overall, almost. But yeah, this guy, he just needs a little bit, a much bigger foot, much bigger feet. Boom, there we go. Anyways, that's all I got to say for this kit. For 15 bucks, it's not bad. You get two. You get a ton of weapon systems. You get transformable mecha. You even get minimal stickers as well. But that's all I got to say about this kit, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please post it down in the section below. As always, I appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.